Today I'm going to walk you through Google Classroom. If you have your Google account open, you should be in your inbox that looks like this. Over on the side over here, you will see this group of dots. If you click on that, it will open up your Google Apps. You can hold these and move them around anywhere that you need them to go, depending upon what you will use the most. So you will find Google Classroom, and if that is what you're using, then you can bring that up to the top for easy access. Click on the Google Classroom and it will take you to your Google Classroom. It's going to ask you what email address you need to help you communicate with your class. You're going to pick your Gmail account and click Continue. If you do not have existing classes, you are going to come here where it says Create or Join Your First Class. You're going to click on this plus button and you are going to create a class. It will go through some information. Once you have read all of this information, make sure that you put a check mark and hit continue. We're going to name this test demo class. You can add in your section, your subject, and your room. Click on create once you are finished. Once your class is created, you will see this screen. It says test demo class and it gives you a class code right here. This is the code that you can display for your students to be able to join your class. You can copy an invite link and email it to each of your students if you would prefer. If you would like to change the theme, you can come right here and click on select theme. You can pick from English and history, math and science, arts, sports, other, or you can keep it in general. I'm going to go to the math and science section. If you teach science, maybe you want to pick the theme that looks like a science lab. You're going to click on select class theme and it will bring up the new class theme that you have. Communicate with your class here, create and schedule announcements, respond to student posts. You can do either of these if you want to share something with your class. You can post it now or plan ahead right here. Right here is where you will schedule your post. So if you wanted to send it to all students, maybe you're just going to tell them good morning. Please work on your bell ringer as you join class. And then you can schedule it for a later time, a different day, and click on schedule, or you can post it immediately. That's one way that you can communicate with your class. If you need to add an attachment, you can also do that here. You can attach something from a Google Drive, a link, a file, or even a YouTube video if there's something that you would like for your students to watch. Once you have done that, if you don't like the class code, you can come up here to your settings. You can change the class name, class description, section, room, and subject. Here are your invite codes here. If you do not like the class code that you have that are automatically populated, you can click on reset and it will give you a new code. Or if you don't want to have any invite codes at all, you can just click on disable. Here are some other different settings that you can use in Google Classroom for stream. Students can post and comment. Students can only comment, or only teachers can post and comment. Classwork on the stream. You might want to show attachment and details, condense notifications, or hide the notifications altogether. Show deleted items. Only teachers can view deleted items. You can either enable this or disable it. Down here with the grading, with grade calculation, you have your overall grade calculation. If you have no overall grade, then this will be grayed out here. But if you want your students to have total points or weighted by category, and you want to show your overall grade to students, you can enable this, or you can disable it, whichever preference you would like. You can add grade categories here, give them default points. All of this will help you as you are setting up your Google Classroom. Once you are finished, you would just click Save. Some other things that you might want to use in Google Classroom, again, we come up here to these 9 little dots. We can click on this. You have your Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. All of these 3 things here are especially important in class because you can assign a Google Doc or Google Sheets or Google Slides to a particular group of students so that they can work together and collaborate their learning. That's one awesome way that you would be able to have collaborative learning groups where your students have access to these documents or to the slides or to the sheets. If they are working on a project together, if they need to outline something for a research paper, if they need to create a presentation, you will be able to give them access to these. You can share the Google Docs or sheets or slides with the students that are in those groups. So that is another way that you can have collaborative learning groups in the virtual learning environment. Click on the three little lines that are over here to see all of your classes, your calendar, things that you need to review. This is the test demo class here. If you've ever archived any classes, they will be here. And then this is just your settings again. If you go back to your classes, it will bring you to a tile that looks like this. For each class that you have, you will see that many number of tiles. The three little dots, again, will give you the option to copy the invite link, to edit, to copy this tile here, or to archive. This button here will allow you to open the gradebook for the test demo class. And this one is to open a folder for test demo class in your Google Drive. So that is a way that you could have some organization going for your classes. If you want to have all of the students' assignments go to a particular folder, then you would open a folder for this particular class. Again, this is just a quick overview of Google Classroom. I hope this helps you out. Thank you.